right, bakers. For this final challenge, you gotta make a wedding cake.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. You like making wedding cakes?
Love him.
This wedding cake is for a very special couple. Surprise! It's me and my wife, Lisa.
Oh! I was very taken aback when we see Lisa coming through those doors. No pressure.
No pressure.
So Buddy and I have been married for 24 years.
Yep.
And back in the day, I was a very traditional bride. I was into the flowers and very traditional wedding cake. But nowadays, I like modern, I like clean lines. I also like bling.
See, and me, I'm an old romantic, right? There's something beautiful in a traditional wedding cake.
Yes, our original wedding cake was the beautiful flowers you made. He made every single sugar flower on our wedding cake.
By hand.
Oh my God, they're so fun.
Flavor-wise, I like vanilla cake with strawberry or raspberry filling.
Okay.
And I like unique. Maybe peach, maybe lemon.
Oh,
And some type of texture and crunch in it.
got it.
This cake needs to convince us that you are the champion. This is a lot of pressure. Don't mess it up.
May the best baker win.
All three of us will be judging on presentation, flavor, and wow factor.
You got 4 hours. Your time
Oh gosh.
starts now. Our final round of wedding. We're excited.
Yeah. Now I feel a little bit like the third wheel, but I'm not.
Oh, you're
we
part of
love
our
you,
family.
Sam. We love you.
For this round, we have to not only make a wedding cake, but it has to please Sam, Buddy, and of course, Buddy's wife, Lisa. Lisa wants modern touches and lots of glam. And you can't have a Christina's cake without any gold on it. So I am making a modern white and gold wedding cake with the beautiful marbling effect and hand-piped flowers because Buddy loves flowers and Buddy and Lisa both like raspberries. So my cake flavor is a vanilla bean cake with a raspberry buttercream and a raspberry filling. This is so much fun. I'm a worthy competitor. Go! And I'm gonna win.
Woo. No pressure. Wedding cakes are a big deal, and I have to do a really great job and make a cake that satisfies both Buddy's and Lisa's tastes. Lisa is looking for a blingy, modern cake. My style tends to be more traditional and whimsical. Buddy loves traditional, and it's his wedding too. I'm making an all-white 3-tiered cake with some traditional vintage piping and then gold cherries just to add a little fun factor. My flavor will be an almond cake with a whipped chocolate ganache, a raspberry jam, and vanilla buttercream.
I put slivered almonds in my cake. I think it just adds a more organic element to it rather than just using an almond extract or an almond paste.
And it's a nice, quick, easy technique for a little crunch that Lisa requested.
I'm not gonna sift my raspberry filling because Lisa really wants a crunch element and I think those raspberry seeds will help. Crushing up some dried raspberries. I'm also using freeze-dried raspberries in my buttercream for even more crunch. And I love the color.
I'm gonna be making some raspberry jam.
I'm gonna use frozen raspberries, sugar, cornstarch, and a little lemon zest.
Christina, you're doing raspberry?
Girl, yes.
It's a raspberry, y'all.
It is. Neck and neck. Me and Allie are both using raspberry, but I think my flavors and my modern design elements will really stand out.
I'm not worried about her. I'm gonna go for a raspberry jam with a whipped chocolate ganache. It's definitely going to be the wow factor flavor that they're looking for. So I've got this.
2 hours, bakers.
My cakes are ready to come out of the ovens. For my 3-tiered cake and for my second tier, I take them out of the cake pans and then I add my buttercream, my raspberry jam, and whipped chocolate ganache. And I'm so excited about the flavor. I'm feeling pretty confident. And all of a sudden, it slips from the bottom and I panic.
Something not great.
I think my cakes are a little too warm and my filling's a little too soft, but I'm adding a base coat and my dowel supports, which are so important for a tiered cake. If you don't have good support, the structure and the integrity of the cake will just fall apart.
Into the freezer.
I get my cakes out of the oven for my 2-tiered cake, and for my top tier, I cut them in half, and they're really soft inside, which is not very good when you're trying to level cake layers. They look a little wonky. To fix a crooked cake layer, I have to level out my buttercream and my filling. And there's a couple parts where it's a little blotchy, but I can cover it with buttercream. I'm using 2 different colors of buttercream, a soft gray tone and white, swirled on acetate, and I wrap my cake with it. It's something called a marbling technique. I've only done the marbling technique once before, so we'll see how it goes. Beautiful. Very happy with it. I think I nailed it for the most part. I think it looks great.
I start piping some tiny roses because I know Buddy loves flowers, and they said they were on his and Lisa's wedding cake.
What's up, Allie? How we doing?
What's up? We're doing.
What are you making for me and my wife?
I'm going very traditional. I'm going to be doing a lot of piping, lots of shell borders, small details. I think my style and design of my cake is gonna lean more towards what you're looking for. But my cake has almonds in it, so I think that'll be that crunch Lisa's looking for. And
All right.
something a little out of the box, just to give me a different edge.
Allie, I look forward to this cake.
Thank you.
For my sparkling element, I'm using edible gold because Lisa really wants glam. It looks beautiful. Okay. For my top tier, I'm using this really beautiful stencil to give that wedding dress lace kind of feel. Okay.
45 minutes left, bakers.
45 minutes left, I get my cake stacked. Every piping technique I do on one tier, I'm going to do on the other 2 tiers as well. And I'm just piping my little heart out. Lisa loves bling. So next I'm adding cherries on my cake. I am going to cover them in gold and give her that bling she's looking for. Oh, she's gorgeous.
To create these buttercream flowers, I'm using buttercream that's a thicker consistency, like a little bud in the center. The bud will support all the petals as I pipe around. I'm using large piping tips, so I'm gonna make sure that the petals are really ruffly and lifelike as possible. Peonies, roses definitely scream wedding, and the color palette I used screams wedding too. And I really need them to stand out. We're doing it.
5 minutes left. 5 minutes left.
Time is winding down. I'm adding some pearls, and I made these fondant leaves, but now I'm not sure if I should use them.
I don't know if I like the green.
So I'm putting them on, I'm taking them off, I'm seeing what I should do.
Christina, do you like the green?
I think I like it without, but it also, I don't know. Sorry.
It's hard. No.
I will just keep it nice and simple.
Allie's cake is 3 tiers and mine is only 2. So that makes me a little nervous that maybe I should have gone bigger, but I'm adding all the things that I would look for in a cake, very soft feminine features with some glam.
1 minute left, bakers. 1 minute left.
I'm painting these gold fondant flowers that I made. I'm adding the last little gold touches, gold pearls.
Time is winding down. I'm going to add some glitter just to give it a little extra bling as well.
Green fuck glitter.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it, bakers. Stop your work. Step away from those wedding cakes.
Yeah.
We did it.
We did it. But looking at Allie's cake, it is stunning. It has that wow factor, but I'm gonna take home the win.
Christina's style, I would say, is so beautiful, but I think I crushed it.